Okay, I am not sure if I hope this will record properly. I'm not sure how many tries because yeah, I rarely use the record function the on Streamlabs. So yeah, we're actually I actually started up a new game, and because two characters' voices are added, which are the NPCs, which weren't voiced previously. So I'm not sure. I initially just wanted to head on over to that particular part of the NPC, one of Zeke and Helen. Yeah, patch note says Zeke and Helen, which are the two NPCs that weren't voiced in the last episode. But I kind of forgot what I chose, but I didn't bother rewatching my own recording. So I'm just gonna well, if I didn't choose the option before, I might as well just choose it. So that means I got the job, right? He chuckles.
And a sense of humor. Another good sign.
Kai clears his throat and continues.
So, here's the deal. As you know, we're a small mercenary crew that takes on different missions for hire. Most of what we do is acquire goods and transport it from place to place. But if there's a wanted bounty nearby, we'll chase it down for that hefty reward.
I think this part is still the same.
Sometimes we're even hired to get someone out of a troubling predicament.
Yeah, I think I will skip this later. Right.
I'll be honest with you. What we do is not for the faint of heart, but it is very lucrative.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read this already, so... Oh. Yeah, I think I picked this the last time if I remember correctly. I understand. Kai nods.
Unfortunately, our pilot has parted ways with us. There are no hard feelings or anything. The guy joined us to earn some credits. And when he finally piled enough, he left to get shackled to his lady.
Yeah, I remember this part. Yeah, some of the lines doesn't matter what you choose.
You're looking at Eidos, our pride and joy.
For a moment, all I can do is stare. The ship is not at all what I'd expected. I think this is still the same part. I am not sure which I chose here, so...
I like to know exactly who I might be accepting onto my team.
Oh, okay, if we can't skip, it's probably that we haven't read before. Why not? I can expect that. It's smarter to do your homework than to blindly trust someone who is why I can't read. It's smarter to do your homework than to blindly trust someone who is blindly trust someone is who they say they are. There we go. I don't know why I stutter. The captain clears the throat and shifts her weight from one foot to the other.
I assume Kai gave you the rundown on who we are and what we do?
And the same thing. If you can skip, I think we've read it before. Wait. Is this like an early ending? I'm pretty sure this is a troll ending. I'm not comfortable with that. No questions asked. That makes me pause. I contemplate what it really means to accept this job. Mercenaries will accept most jobs that a government branch like IAP. Was it pronounced IAP last time? Would frown upon. Yeah, it's been a while since I recorded, so I kind of forgot a lot of stuff. Taking this position might hinder my chance of returning to another Polaris branch. But it's not as if I could return now anyway. In fact, there's a possibility I may never be able to return at all. Yeah, we're gonna make a quick save right here if I know how to do that. Save. This is the last episode where we stopped, so we're gonna continue from here later on. So I'm just gonna make a quick save and see what troll ending will end up with. I can't give up on my morals for a job. I know mercenary work is always grayer than government work, but I'm not ready to sign up for something if I can't get the full scope of each mission. I shake my head. Sorry, but I need to know what I'm getting into, and I can't agree to no questions asked. The captain nods curtly.
I understand, and I thank you for your time, but I don't think this is the crew for you.
Thanks. Best of luck in finding a pilot.
Thank you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
She leads me off the ship and I'm back in the docking bay. I sigh and survey the surrounding ships. That didn't pan out. I wonder if maybe I should have just accepted her conditions. I shake my head. Either way, it's too late now. My quest for a job continues. Pulling my luggage, I make my way back towards the bar in hopes of finding another job. And that's, yeah, the gag ending. Yeah, we'll go with how the story intended to go. Honestly, this is my best available option. If I'm going to go the route of mercenaries, then I need to let go of my preconceived notions and go all in. I can handle that.
Good.
The captain smiles and a tough expression softens. She extends her hand and I accept the handshake. I think this is the same? Yep.
I got to take care of something. Go ahead and settle in. Feel free to rest or take a look around the ship. I'll let you know when we're ready to take off.
I think there's one part where we can't replay the dialogues. Yeah, I think there was some. Oh, is it because I skipped it and then? You know what? Let's just quick press everything. I'm gonna I have to
Then,
left click
welcome
everything.
aboard. I'm Iris Alcyon. This is the key to your quarters. I suggest you get settled as we'll ship out in a few hours.
Because I remember one part right here where there's where there was a mistake in the voice.
That won't be a problem, will it? The quarters are just down the hall. Your room is to the left.
Yeah, this is the one that was mistaken, and they still have the typo. That explains why. Oh, no, it's not a typo. Okay, my mistake. I misread that. Okay, this is the same thing. With my key in hand, I head down the corridor and towards the quarters. Oh, loading. Yeah, this is the same part that I read before. What if... Yeah, I'm gonna try the other option, but then when we continue the story, I'm just gonna go back here and see whether... And go back to when we actually accidentally walked into... Honestly, I forgot her name again. I forgot her name. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. What's the engineer's name? I'm gonna look it up again. Who is the third person? Vela. Yeah, I think it's Vela. I just saw the first 3 letters of an emote in the Discord server, so yeah, let's try the next door. That didn't sound like it worked. Maybe it's the next one. I move over to the next door and tap the keycard against the scanner. This time the scanner beeps once and click audibly as the lock disengages. Now that's more like it. Yeah, I think this is the same, right? I can skip this? No, I can't. As I step inside, the lights flicked on and illuminate the sparsely furnished and underdecorated room. It's small but big enough for one person. There's no attached washroom, but having to share those facilities is not a surprise for a ship of this size. And yeah, I think I forgot something else, which is to move my avatar this side, because the NPC will have the avatar on the left. I place my avatar there so I can block my UID from Genshin or Star Rail. Yeah, because I don't want to add people that I don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, I think we're set in this department. We're gonna continue. I think we can we continue? No, we still can't skip. As I step inside, the lights flick on and wait. Did I read this? Never mind. The lights flick on and illuminate the sparsely furnished and undecorated room. It's small, but big enough for one person. There's no attached washroom, but having to share those facilities is not a surprise for a ship of this size. A single bed sits against the back wall with a desk situated not too far away. The rest of the wall space is occupied by a mix of shelving and storage units. Can I skip now? No. There's a green screen. There's a screen above the desk, not green screen, which is also visible from the bed. Compared to the government ships I used to work on, this room is amazing. I pack light, so it doesn't take long for me to put everything away. Afterwards, I take a seat at the desk and hook my phone into the built-in communicator. I find a familiar name in my contacts list and hit the button to start a video call. Is this the sister? I think it's the sister, but for now I want to check. Whoops, I should have muted my phone, but okay, let's make this around 2 hours. I think this is the video call of the sister. Yeah, I can skip this, right?
That's amazing! I'm so happy for you.
Wait, why does it sometimes stop here? Time to move on before she asks any more questions I don't want to answer. I think we chose this the last time, just move on. So, you wanted to tell me something? Celeste's whole face lights up.
Oh, right!
Can I skip? I still got some time before we set off. Oh yeah, so I grab my keycard and then exit the room. I am not sure whether the order of events will change. Okay, it's loading, so okay, the medical base where Luna was at. I wonder if I just go into, maybe, you know what, let's go to the engineering bay and see whether Vela would be in there. I can skip this part. As I walk towards the engine, I hear a voice.
No, I need a spanner, not a wrench.
Huh. So is this whether if you walk into a room or not? Or is it based on the order of events?
I said a spanner. Don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. I know you understand.
Yeah, I think this is when if we didn't walk into a room. Either that or it's the order of events. If we go in the engineering bay first. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the next couple of runs. I hear a sharp gasp.
How dare you? They are not the same thing.
I turn the corner and find the owner of the voice. She's bent over a pipe, so all I can see is her fiery hair that spills down her back. She glances around when she hears my footsteps and blinks her big bright eyes. A wrench is clutched tightly in her hand.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, this is assuming we never went into a room, right? But I'm not sure whether it will be the same if we accidentally do, but I think the dialogue will definitely be different if we walk into a room and go into it first. But I think that she will not be present if we walk into a room, like in the last episode. Well, we can test this out in the future, if they're given the chance, that is. Hey! She quickly stands up and wipes her hand on her uniform before offering it to me.
I'm Vela Kane.
I accept the handshake with a smile. Javelin you. Looking around, I don't see anyone else down here. Who were you talking to?
Oh, just my assistant.
For the first time, I noticed the small round robot with a screen for its face hovering by Vela's feet. It floats up in the air until it's about eye level and blinks a smiley facing greeting.
Beep Boop over here assists with all repairs and maintenance aboard the ship. Right, and other technical stuff too, as needed.
Other technical stuff?
Yeah, things off of the engine, like if comm lines are down or something.
Do I want to be an ass? The robot screen goes blank, except for two beady eyes that stare unblinkingly. Must be my accent. Vela giggles.
Well, I appreciate the attempt to speak Beep Boop's language. It can understand our language just fine.
Alright, we'll stick with that then. The robot pictures a thumbs up in agreement.
Anyway, I'm the engineer aboard the Eidos.
The robot beeps aggressively. Vela laughs.
Sorry, we're the engineers here.
It bods in satisfaction. I chuckle. I'm the new pilot. Nice to officially meet you.
Oh, wow! I knew we were looking for a pilot, but I didn't realize we already hired one.
She bounces towards me, her eyes brimming wide with enthusiasm.
You must have traveled all over the place, right? Where have you flown? Oh, did you have any adventures? Which one was your favorite?
Her voice rises with each question and she scoots closer and closer. You're gonna pick this. A man needs to keep some level of mystery. I chuckle. She's really excitable. Hey now, a man can't give away all his secrets. A man can't give away all his secrets at once. My accent sucks. My tongue. You may ask me one question. Vela nods.
Okay. Let me think.
She steps back and takes a deep breath, then faces me again with a smile.
Okay. What is the coolest thing you've ever done?
That's a tough one.
Probably because you've done so many cool things, right?
I suppose. Yeah, not a question. I take a moment to think. The longer I hesitate, the more excited Vela becomes.
Oh, I see. You're putting a lot of thought into this. I bet whatever you're going to say will be amazing!
Beep Boop bops in the air, equally excited. I grin. I've got it. Hey, Vela, have you ever navigated a ship through a nebula storm? She gasps.
I've never seen a nebula storm, let alone navigated through one.
She bounces in place again.
What was that like? Was it really scary? Did your ship make it out okay? Well, I mean, it must have since you are standing here chatting with me.
Before I can answer, a low rumbling noise interrupts us.
Oh dear. sure. That didn't sound good.
Vela glances at the pipe and then back to me.
I should, probably finish up these repairs before we set off.
Yeah, no worries.
But we'll definitely talk more later. I want to hear all about that nebula storm.
Sounds good. As I walk back towards the stairway, I hear Vela's voice.
Okay, Beep Boop. Now hand me that spanner.
A chuckle escapes me as I head up the stairs. Those two make quite the pair. Okay, so we're done with the engineering bay. Let's see, we're gonna do this in a different order. So I think we visited the bridge in the second order. So let's drop by the simulation room. Yeah, we're gonna jump all over the. I think it's the same, right? Yeah, we can't go in there. Visit the bridge. Yeah, because we visit the medical bay first. I think it's the same. I'm not sure which one I chose, so I chose the impressive one. Not only is the ship impressive on the outside, it's impressive on the inside too. Iris softens her glance, and I can see a soft smile grows.
I'm glad you think so.
And you modified it with additional shields and weaponry? Iris nods. I think it's the same, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's code for stop asking. I know what that tone means. That means no more questions. What did she say? Ah. Sure. A moment later, the door slides open. Kai saunters in, stretching his arms above his head.
Whew, thanks for covering me, boss. That was a real emergency. But I feel 10 pounds lighter.
Iris shakes her head.
Really, Kai? Right in front of the new guy?
I think it's the same, right?
I've got some things to take care of before we fly out. It might not.
So, stuck with the captain, huh?
I think I chose the second one for the bromance version. Actually, I came in here looking for my pilot's chair.
Oh, of course.
Kai collapses into his chair and pats the seat next to him.
Go ahead, take a seat.
I walk over and sit down, giving the cushion an experimental wiggle. Supportive and comfortable. Not bad.
What do you think? You approve?
Yep, everything seems good to go. I think it's the same. There's no chance they're dating. I'm not sure which one that I chose. Let's go for this. Well, I wouldn't get too comfortable. The captain and I were definitely hitting it off before you walked in.
Is that so?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll swoop in and snatch her away from you.
I'd very much like to see you try. Truly, I would.
He shrugs, eyes sparkling with amusement.
Unfortunately, I don't do relationships.
So does that mean the captain is available? Kai laughs.
I'm not sure if available is the term I'd use, but sure, go ahead, give it a shot.
I grin. This is very good news. I think this is the same. Yeah, it is the same. Medical bay. Yeah, it's the same, I think. It's the same. So the only difference is if you entered Vela's room. So yeah, the order doesn't matter, I think. I think we never chose this the last time. Whoa, she's even more beautiful up close. I feel a growing warmth course through me. Is it just me or is it very hot in here?
Oh my! A sudden increase in temperature?
Yeah, Maybe you should touch my forehead to see if I have a fever.
That is a good idea, but I know of an even better way to check.
Thermometer. She wears a sweet smile as she steps closer to me. Oh yeah?
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Slowly she leans forward and I can't help but notice her ample assets. My heart races as her face angles closer and closer. Then suddenly she retreats. In her hand she flashes a temporal scanner and winks. Okay, this apparently I'm thinking too primitive to be a thermometer. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, it is a thermometer. And this voice is not implemented. Oh. I should have known, but that doesn't make the whole thing any less disappointing. I'm actually feeling much better. False alarm. She merely smiles.
I assume you're the new pilot?
This part is the same. Not sure which I chose. Those are all excellent reasons to visit.
I'm glad you agree. And that means you have no excuse not to come by.
I think it's the same. Can I skip this? Done exploring. Yeah, this is the part. Hey, Helen.
Hey, it's been a while.
Okay, I don't have to read her lines now. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been in touch. Things have been all over the place since I left.
That's never stopped you from talking to me before. You used to be in my lab every other day.
Left? I can visit the lab again if you want me to. Although I might not be too happy about that.
No, maybe not.
Then we should stick to the video calls for now. I don't even know when I'll have a chance to visit anyway.
Is that a subtle hint that you're working again?
I grin and fill her in on everything that happened since my departure from IAP. Afterwards, she nods.
I'm glad you bounced back so quickly. But be careful out there. Mercenary work is very different and can be dangerous.
Okay, Mom. I promise I'll be careful. She wrinkles her nose and laughs.
I hate it when you do that.
I know.
But seriously, be careful. You know I can't help but worry about you.
I know. And I will be.
Good.
So, how are things at IAP now? Has everything settled down after the investigation? A long sigh escapes her.
It's been super weird. Everyone's acting like you never existed.
That's not surprising. Not a lot of people want to be associated with my name right now.
I know, but you were a good agent. You deserve better than this.
Helen was confident in me. I couldn't ask for a better friend. I appreciate that.
I just can't believe how fast everyone moved on. Did you know it only took 2 days for them to bring in your replacement?
I blink. I knew I would move quickly, but I didn't expect them to move so quickly. They must have started the process of replacing me as soon as they could. Good for them, I guess. So, what is this new person like?
He's nice, friendly enough, and does his job well.
It sounds like you have someone pleasant enough to work with. Although I know he could never really replace me. I grin jokingly. She giggles.
Give him time. He stops by the lab almost as often as you did.
Come to think of it, I think we might end up with this lady if we never chose the main 3 heroines. That's my prediction anyway, but I don't want any spoilers, but yeah. I think it's the same as in the last game, Ethereal Enigma, where you never chose either of the 2 main heroines and you end up with your with your best friend's sister. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that in that game, but I never actually gone that route because eventually I finished the 2 main routes, but I never got the time to finish it, to explore that one because of the time I don't have at the time. Sorry, you know what I mean. But yeah, but I did see the splash art for that, so I just slowly felt interest in that game, and then I just never bothered to check that route eventually. Maybe I should. Anyway, let's continue. She smirks, mischief playing in her eyes.
Plus, he brings me a coffee every time he visits.
Every time?
Without fail.
Go with this. Wow, look at this new guy trying hard to swoop in. I chuckle. You know what he's doing, right? He's definitely hitting on you. She blinks, clearly taken aback.
What? Don't be silly. He's just being friendly.
Come on, Helen. I didn't even bring you that much coffee.
Maybe you should have.
Yeah, it would have made those early mornings with you a lot more bearable. I grin and she chuckles.
See? He's just trying to make sure I don't bite his head off first thing in the morning. Don't worry. He's totally harmless.
I sigh. For someone so smart, she can sometimes be so clueless. I give you 2 weeks until he asks you out.
Then in 2 weeks, you'll be proven wrong.
She blinks.
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
Your investigation. I've been trying to work out what actually happened, and I figured if I
shake my head, cutting her off. I appreciate you wanting to help, but if Ayat finds out you're asking questions, you could be in real trouble.
They won't find out.
I give her a look.
What? I can be very subtle. I mean, discretion is a part of my job.
It's too big of a risk. She frowns.
Helping my friend is more important.
I appreciate the thought. I really do. But I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if something happened to you because of me.
I'll be fine. Trust me.
I hear a beeping noise. Helen glances at something past her phone.
Uh-oh. I've got to take care of this.
Code 47 or 40-7. I'm not sure about this one.
I still can't believe you memorized every beep alert pattern.
I grin. Have fun with that. We'll talk again later.
I'll hold you to it.
She smiles and waves.
Ciao.
The call ends and Helen vanishes from my screen. I think we won't be hearing from her. Yeah, I think we never chose this one. I think we chose the second one in the previous one. Oh, even though we skipped, some of the lines are available for some reason. You can replay. I've been on plenty of missions before, but the first one with a new crew is always a little nerve-wracking. I'll admit that I'm feeling just a little nervous.
That's normal, but there's no need to feel nervous. I'm confident you'll be great.
Thanks. I appreciate the vote of confidence. She grins. Any idea on what the mission is? Before Luna can answer, another person enters the lounge. I recognize Vela's bright hair. Beep Boop floats beside her. She grins broadly when she sees us. Yeah, we never went into a room this time.
Oh, you two got here fast.
Hey Vela.
Hey.
Beep. I chuckle. Hey Beep Boop. The robot throws happily, a smile flashing on its screen.
Nice to see everyone is acquainted.
Yeah.
Vela settles into the chair beside me.
Sorry, our conversation was cut short earlier.
No worries. I could tell you were in the middle of something.
Oh? Was there a problem with the engine?
Rayla shakes her head.
Nope. Just needed to install a new pressurization valve. And once I got the right tool,
She sighed. High-speed boot.
we switched it out in a jiffy.
Luna offers a small smile.
That's good. We wouldn't want the engine to fall apart on our pilot's first mission. We do want him to stick around, isn't that right?
Right. He still owes me a story about how he survived a nebula storm.
Luna's eyes widen.
Those can be vicious. I want to hear it too.
For some reason, I think this option came out way better. It's worth the wait, I suppose. Trust me, it's super interesting and will be well worth the wait. There's everything a good story needs: danger, adventure, and a very dashing hero. Bella squirms in her seat.
I can't wait.
A moment later, Iris and Kai both entered the lounge, cutting our conversations short. I have a feeling that I would end up going through this until we actually went into the part where we left off. So might as well just use this save file anyway. Iris glances at me and nods. Can we skip this part? Yes. Here we go. I'm not sure which I've done before. Wait, did you say we are transporting it to Verkana?
That's right.
Isn't that part of the Union?
Yes.
I look at Iris, who looks back at me. Her head cocks to the side as she waits for me to continue. But Polaris has a trade embargo on Zenbinol with the Union.
Which is exactly why we've been hired.
Oh, right. I momentarily forgotten that mercenaries operate differently from IAP. Iris checks the time.
We don't want the cargo to sit for too long. It'll take us about 16 hours to reach PSS 117. So let's get prepped for takeoff.
Let's make a save right here. Just in case I want to use this one. Or just in case I accidentally skip the other NPC. Well, technically everyone is an NPC. Or a side character. Yeah, I think I picked this as a joke, so my life would be so much easier if I did have one of those.
You're telling me.
He grins and nudges me.
Hey, you know anyone who's got a watch that needs rescuing?
Sadly, no.
Too bad.
Yeah, I think this part is the same. So many. Raiders in Polaris space. Nice try. I'm not sure which one I chose. From my reports, I know that raiders do not patrol near Polaris nor its surrounding space, so there is no chance we'll run into them on this mission. If we encounter a raider near PSS 117, I will personally give you my full cut of the mission.
Deal.
And if we don't, you'll be giving me yours.
No deal.
I grin and he smiles.
Oh, I almost had you.
Almost being the key word. I hear the door open behind us. Is this the same? Ah, yeah, okay. Luckily I stopped it in time. Hey Zeke.
Hey, how are things?
Okay, the line is different. What? I kind of forgot which one I chose. I think I always choose this. I think by default I always choose the second one unless the second one sounds too jackass for me. Let's go with the first one, I suppose. I'm feeling hopeful.
That's great. A step up from when we last spoke.
Yeah, things were looking pretty dire then. I appreciate you checking in with me.
Of course. What kind of friend would I be if I left my old partner hanging?
I chuckle.
So, did you end up securing a job? Mercenary work can be chaotic, but at least it's never boring.
Huh, yeah, thanks for pointing me in that direction. It worked out, and I did get a job. In fact, that's where I am now. This is my new room. I briefly show him around the space. He nods approvingly.
Good, good. It looks like a nice setup.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I'm glad you found something, but you know my offer still stands, right?
I know, and I really appreciate the offer, but I need something that can support both me and my sister. Her condition is still really serious and I worry about her. But at least she's undergoing treatment, which doesn't come cheap. He nods.
You do what you need to do. Just remember that if this pilot gig doesn't work out, you've always got a job with me.
Thanks. Zeke left IAP about 6 months ago to start his own security business, and he's had great success so far. In fact, he offered me a job in his company as a security officer as soon as he heard that I needed the work. Unfortunately, the position doesn't pay enough to cover Celeste's medical bills. While I was grateful for the opportunity, ultimately I had to turn him down. He understood and pointed me in the direction of mercenary work, and I appreciate his willingness to help me get back on my feet. At the mention of my sister, Zeke's expression softens.
How is Celeste?
Doing okay. Last time we talked, she was smiling about Paris. Zeke chuckles.
Paris, huh? Sounds like that girl travels more than you.
She tries.
She's a good kid, and she's lucky to have a brother like you.
A frown darkens his face.
You didn't deserve what happened to you at IAP.
It's frustrating to say the least. I didn't do any of the things they pinned on me.
I know. There was evidence incriminating you from cases you didn't even work on. The entire situation made no sense, which was obvious when they couldn't push any criminal charges.
He sighs.
But they needed a scapegoat for optics, and you were it. It's all just really messed up.
His confidence encourages me. After the scandal, people who I thought were my friends turned their backs on me to avoid tainting their reputation. Zeke was the only one who believed and supported me. It's nice to hear that someone believes me.
You think I'd believe that the same guy who saved my life is a dirty agent? Not a chance.
I remember the case. Zeke and I were assigned to follow a lead on a drug trade. Obviously, a fight broke out. I spotted a gang member hiding behind the cargo, and I saw him raise his gun. Without thinking, I shoved Zeke out of the line of fire.
I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
That's what partners... I forgot which one as well. Yeah. That's just what partners do. We always have each other's backs.
That's right, and I've got your back now too. Listen, I've still got some contacts back at IAP. They may not want to talk to you directly, but I can try to dig into your situation and see what I find.
I couldn't ask you to do that.
Then it's a good thing I offered.
If you get caught snooping on my case, it will tarnish your reputation too. He waves a hand.
What reputation? I've already left the agency. Don't worry about me, kid. This isn't my first time gathering intel.
He winks despite myself. I smile. Thanks, Zeke. He nods gruffly and then clears his throat.
Alright, I was just checking in, so I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing. Don't want you to get caught slacking on the job.
Yes, sir. After saying goodbye, I end the call. I feel a lot better talking to Zeke. I think it's comforting to know that there's someone else who understands what I'm going through. Somebody in the agency set me up to be the fall guy, but I don't know who or why I was the target. I think this is the same part. So we're gonna make a save here. I think right past this point is this part right here where we left off. It's literally been almost a month since my last recording. because I was waiting for the NPC, for the side characters to have their voices, at least have the side characters have their voices implemented. But as far as I know, I think there's only two side characters so far, but I'm not sure how many more there will be. Maybe like the main villain, I'm not sure. Antagonist, I'm not sure if there is one. Pretty sure there is, because we'll find out more about us later on. But let me just skip ahead and see. Wait, what? I think I'm gonna like it here. A few minutes later, I fell asleep. When I wake up, I feel refreshed. I return to the bridge and control the ship for the remaining distance. Finally, we arrive at our destination. I think, is this the same? I'm gonna go with this option where we accidentally walk into Vela's room. I think that's the major difference.
Station control. This is cargo ship Eidos, requesting clearance to dock for goods retrieval.
Yeah, this is the same part. Yeah, because they implemented it, we can't play it. Or is it because, I'm not sure if it's because it's a new, it's an older save. But yeah, I'm gonna continue from this save, because yeah, I'm not sure whether, because some of the options, I'm not sure if it's really, the options are really sensitive to like to the butterfly effect or something. But yeah, it's better safe than sorry. But I just wanna hear the implemented voice lines. That's all. But yeah, sorry it took like near like what, almost an hour to do the recap. But it's technically like 47 minutes. Yeah, past 47 minutes. But anyway, we can finally continue our adventure in space. So we'll just move on. Eidos, this is station control. You're clear to dock. Please proceed to base 7 for landing. Yeah, probably. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is too much if I just want to listen to this particular line. Unless there's quite a lot, we can go back anyway.
Understood. Proceeding to base 7.
We'll see if there's any missing voice lines, but if there is, we'll just have to wait again. Kai closes the comm link and I carefully navigate my way into the specified docking bay. I'm more familiar with the process after flying to various space stations throughout Polaris. The only difference now compared to my time in IAP is that no one cares when I arrive. The ship rocks as the artificial gravity of the space station pulls the weight of the ship onto the landing gear. A moment later, the display nearest to me flashes a small green light to indicate landing is complete and the ship is stable.
Landing complete. That was smooth, rookie. I'm impressed.
I can't believe you doubted me. I'm a pilot extraordinaire.
Then I'll expect this silky smooth landing every time. And that includes when we're being shot at.
Iris enters the bridge, ending our conversation.
Are we clear to disembark?
Landing procedure is complete. We're good to go. Iris nods.
You and Kai are with me. We'll collect the shipment while Vela and Luna prep the cargo bay. Follow my instructions and we should be in and out in a few minutes.
Right.
You got it.
Let's get going.
The two of us follows Iris out of the bridge and into the cargo bay. The bay door hisses, lowering itself into a ramp. As we exit the ship, we step into the warm late afternoon sunlight shining from the artificial sky above us. Space stations always feel surreal. The transition into stronger gravity is a little jarring, and the indoor sky takes some getting used to.
Ooh, I did not miss space station air.
It's recycled air. which is what we have on the ship.
Yeah, but at least we get fresh air when we land on a planet. Space station air is always stale.
I suppose. It doesn't bother me, though.
Okay, that's one vote against and one vote for I don't care.
Kai glances at me.
Looks like you're the tiebreaker.
Well, we're not pursuing Iris in this run. So how about we go for the neutral one? Cop-out version. All air is the same. It's just air.
How can you say that?
Air is all the same. I just don't think about it. Kai shakes his head.
You disappoint me, my friend, and we were so close to getting along.
We can talk about this another time. We're almost there.
Following Iris, we soon reach the main area of the space station. Groups of travelers gather supplies, while workers move cargo in and out of a huge warehousing area. We stop near a large desk and grimace at the long line of waiting people.
This is going to take forever.
Wait here.
Iris heads straight for the high priority goods counter, which only has a short line of a couple people. This place is pretty busy.
It's one of the last stops in Polaris before you hit the border. You'd be surprised how expensive supplies can get in neutral space.
I guess so. But why didn't the client send the cargo somewhere quieter?
The busier the place, the easier it is to slip something in without anyone noticing.
I believe it. When I was with IAP, I had lost the trail of more than one smuggler because Rush Customs staff hadn't checked every shipment. Back then, I was annoyed by their negligence. Now I hope for it. It still feels strange being on the other side of things.
Oh, having some conflicting emotions now that you've switched sides?
Clearly, my face betrayed my thoughts. It's going to take some getting used to.
Don't worry, once you get paid, you won't feel nearly as bad about it.
He flashes me a joking grin, which quickly disappears. As I follow his line of sight, I spot Iris approaching us with a steely look on her face.
We all good, boss?
No. They've seized the shipment.
Seized it? Why?
That's what we need to find out.
This isn't good. Kai and I shared a look. We follow Iris to another deck in the middle of the space station's central area.
Excuse me.
The customs agent glances up from his terminal. Yes, ma'am, how can I help you?
I'm here to collect a shipment, and I've been told Customs has seized it.
Ah, can I get the details from you? Kai and I stand silently as Iris hands over the necessary information. The agent types on his computer before looking back to her. Yes, it says here that your shipment wasn't present on any of the cargo manifest we received.
And what does that mean for us?
It means that your shipment has been seized for investigation to ensure that it does not contain any illicit goods or items with trade restrictions placed upon them.
How long will that take?
These things are usually resolved within 24 hours. Then you'll be able to collect the shipment without issue.
I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Iris leads us back across the docking bay. Kai and I follow in silence until we arrive back at the ship. Luna greets us at the bottom of the cargo ramp, her brow furrowing when she notices our empty hands. Okay, so yeah, there's like random NPCs, so I don't think I will go back to listen to their voice implementation, but who knows, maybe one day if we do another run and they implemented it, I won't skip that.
Where's the cargo?
We hit a bit of a problem.
What kind of problem?
I'll explain once we're on board.
Right. I'll go get Vela.
I follow the others onto the ship and into the lounge area. Iris explains the situation to Vela and Luna. When she's done, she addresses the crew as a whole.
So, that's where we're at. We've got at most 24 hours before Customs gets around to investigating the shipment. But if they do, we're in serious trouble.
Kai faces me.
You're ex-IAP, right? What's the prison sentence for smuggling goods out of Polaris?
Long. Polaris courts like to make examples of people so no one else tries the same thing.
We're not going to get caught.
Kai raises a brow.
Sounds like you've got a plan.
Iris nods.
We've got to break in and sneak the cargo out of the warehouse ourselves.
Break in? Do you know where it's being held?
As a matter of fact, I do. I had Vela get me the blueprints for the station before we arrived, in case something like this happened.
Wow, these guys are thorough. Vela grins and nods. She pulls up the blueprint for all of us to see.
They keep seized goods in an area at the back of their warehouse.
We crowd around the screen as Vela points to where the cargo is stored.
How are you going to get in there? Space stations are always busy.
Yes, but they slow down in the evening. The administrative offices will be more or less empty at night.
Iris points to the offices on the blueprint before directing our attention to an elevator near the back of the building.
And if we go through these offices, there's a service elevator that goes straight to the back of the warehouse.
Kai leans back, looking thoughtful.
That could work. Seems risky, though. What about the guards?
We can handle a few security guards.
I know, but maybe we should try something more subtle, so we can avoid them altogether.
What are you thinking?
One of us could pretend to be some big-shot doctor from a hospital in the central region and demand the goods be released. We can hope no one cares enough to argue with someone important.
Iris mulls over the idea.
In theory, it could work. But wouldn't you need some kind of proof of who you are?
I mean, a doctor is a doctor. No one wants to be the guy holding up medical supplies that could be saving lives. If Luna did it, she could throw around enough medical terms to confuse them. Then all she'd have to do is convince them she works somewhere important.
What do you think, Luna?
I think I could manage it.
She offers a reassuring smile, and Iris nods.
Then this plan is certainly something to consider.
And it's less likely to get us caught if it goes wrong.
Vela had been deep in thought as the others talked, but she suddenly sits up.
Hold on. You said the shipment wasn't on a manifest, right?
Correct.
So, what if we just put it on a manifest?
Kai's eyes widen.
Can you do that?
Of course. I mean, probably. I'd have to access their internal networks, but once I'm in, it would actually be pretty straightforward.
How easy is it to access their internal network?
We'd need to get inside the administrative offices, and then I'd need an employee's terminal to use as an access point.
That would let us grab the shipment legitimately, but we'd need to find a way into the offices during working hours.
I've talked my way through tougher security than an office will ever have. Getting in won't be an issue.
Iris nods. She falls silent as she considers the plans, looking at each of us in turn. Finally, her gaze settles on me.
You've been quiet so far. What do you think?
Breaking in. What is this option though? You know what? I'm more curious to this one.
Well,
I'm not sure. I'm too used to be on the other side of things to make a decision.
right. In that case, we'll use the most straightforward approach.
Which is?
Breaking into the warehouse. You and I will break in through the offices, with our newest crew member coming with us as an extra pair of hands. Once we reach the warehouse,
Okay.
we'll unload the cargo into
By
bags
default-
and carry it out ourselves. Meanwhile, Vela...
Yeah, by default they're going. I think I don't know, but it could be the most neutral route is always with Iris, right? But I don't think they will push us to get together with Iris either way, but since we're gonna pursue Luna in my first route, gonna choose this option. Breaking in would work, but it's pretty risky. If Luna can convince them she's someone important, then we'd be able to get the cargo without raising any suspicions.
Luna, you're confident that you can pull it off?
With someone to back me up, I should be able to handle it.
Okay. Then Luna will talk with the customs agent and convince him to release the cargo. You'll need someone who understands Polaris policy with you to add credibility.
What about our newest recruit? He has the most extensive knowledge of Polaris laws and could handle the policy questions while I handle the medical ones.
Iris nods.
I think this can work.
She turns to me.
What are your thoughts?
The crew watches me as they wait for my response. This is what I signed up for, so it's now or never to prove myself. Yeah, I can do it.
Good. You two should go and prepare. We want to get this done as soon as possible. The rest of us will prep the ship for the cargo and for a speedy takeoff.
The crew nods. With the plan decided, everyone slowly dispersed until just Luna and I remained. Okay, wait for it to load. I understand the gist of the plan, but I'm going to follow Luna's lead all the same. For now, she remains seated in the chair. I wait with her and wonder if there's something on her mind. How do you feel about the mission? She glances at me and smiles.
I think I'll be ready. How about you?
I couldn't be more confident. This mission will be a piece of cake.
I like that confidence.
She winks, her smiles broadening.
You must be very comfortable playing different characters.
I'm not against a little roleplay if the mood calls for it.
Oh, really? Then how about a little roleplay session with me before we go?
A smile remains sweet, but I'm not fooled. I can't say no to that.
All right. Who should go first?
Since I'm going to follow your lead, maybe you should go first.
Fair enough. Remember, the goal is to stay in character no matter what.
Will there be a minigame session? It feels like there will be. I nod. After clearing her throat, Luna's cheerful smile drops into a serious line. Her eyes harden and she angles her head slightly upward, pointing her gaze down. No trace of playfulness remains in her face as she looks sternly at me.
I am Dr. Serena Moon, here on behalf of the Chief Medical Officer from the Central Polaris Medical Center.
Whoa, that's an instant change. No wonder Kai suggested we send Luna. I try to mask my surprise and think of my response. What's the best way to elicit a reaction from her? I don't think any of this will work, but I flash a winning smile. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm here to collect my cargo. It contains vital supplies that need to be shipped to the hospital as soon as possible.
Are you sure about that? Because the only thing I have for you is what? What? Okay. I thought this is going another way. Because the only thing I have for you is one extra large package. Luna smiles.
That sounds exactly like what I'm looking for. Why don't you go ahead and give it to me?
I blink. Wait, did she just agree with me? Your wish is my command. Yeah, I'm all of these are just, I have a feeling that there will be a scene where we do these weird role-playing kinks Well, I wouldn't say weird, but to each their own, right? This is going way better than I expected. I smooth my face back into a grin. Gladly, I can get it up for you right now. I just hope your ship is ready to take a big load. Luna giggles and grins, falling out of character.
Good work. Commitment is key.
With a partner like you, it was very easy to stay in character.
Likewise.
Okay, unless my own mind is in the gutters, but I'm being stupid right now. She takes a deep breath, centering herself, then looks back at me with her usual cheerful grin.
Your turn.
Alright. I take a deep breath and slowly let it out, then put on my most straight to business face and nod. I'm here for the cargo. She feigns confusion as she leans forward on the table, pushing her chest into my line of sight.
Is that the Zen vinyl you're trying to smuggle?
So hard to focus. Stay strong and ignore those distractions, sure. My eyes keep wandering, but I force myself to resist. I can do this. I will not be swayed so easily. No. What's Zanbanol? She grins and sits back in her seat.
It seems like nothing can distract you. Good focus.
Thanks. I'm secretly very glad the customs agent is a man. We practice a few more rounds until I feel more comfortable. I think I'm starting to get it. Pushing herself to her feet, Luna pulls her arms into a fluid stretch.
That was good practice. Now, we should do it for real.
Yeah, we need to intercept them before they investigate what's inside. Luna nods and the two of us exit the ship. We cross through the loading area, ducking out of the way of cargo loaders. I narrowly avoid a large shipment, but Luna gracefully flows around it like water. In fact, she easily weaves around the large shipments and bustling people as if she's used to slipping in and out of crowds. I wonder if that's something she learned as a part of her doctor training, or if she used to do something else. As we draw closer towards the central desk, Luna's face hardens back into her authoritative persona. By the time we reach the agent, she has perfected her look of casual disappointment, as if just being here was a huge inconvenience. She marches up to the desk and emphatically clears her throat. Hold on. Did I pronounce that right? Lex assumed. The same agent from before glances up. Yes, can I help you?
You most certainly can. What is this I hear about you confiscating my shipment?
Your shipment? His brow momentarily curls together until he notices me. He blinks in recognition. Oh, you mean the one missing from the manifest? Like I told your associate, as soon as we scan the cargo, it will be released for pickup. Luna shakes her head.
We haven't got time for that. I'm here specifically to escort that cargo full of Zen vinyl safely to the Central Polaris Medical Center.
The agent looks Luna up and down, taking in her white uniform and the emergency medical belt slung around her waist. After we scan the crate, we can verify that it is Zen vinyl.
This medicine requires refrigeration to keep it stable. It's already been out of its controlled environment for too long. We can't afford to waste any more time.
His eyes narrow. Who did you say you were again?
I'm the lead pharmaceutical officer from Central Polaris Medical Center, here under orders from the chief of medicine himself.
Then he looks skeptically at me. And who are you supposed to be? Since Luna has obviously taken the lead with an officer role, I should choose a role that best relates to Luna's position. Officers are usually accompanied by administrative employees. Is this an answer? I doubt this guy will believe that I'm a doctor. It's safer to say that I work for Luna. I'm her assistant.
Yes. He was meant to supervise the shipment retrieval, but we didn't anticipate that there'd be an issue.
The agent reluctantly accepts that answer as his gaze returns to me. I suppose that explains who you are, but that doesn't explain your other associates. The pink-haired girl and blonde guy who accompanied you earlier. I know they aren't doctors. He must be talking about Iris and Kai. The agent won't believe a stupid answer, so it's in my best interest to think of the most plausible explanation without alerting him that we're mercenaries. Since we were just planning on moving the cargo, maybe that's the option I should go with. Do I want to save scum? I don't want to do that like this. The other hired muscle. Okay, I don't know if that's a good response or not. The other hired muscle to help transport the cargo from the dock to the cargo bay. Luna nods.
We didn't anticipate any issues with the cargo, so I assumed it was safe to send them along with my associate to take care of the collection and loading.
The agent nods. That answer seems to satisfy him, but he still looks like he has more questions. What about your ship then? If this is an official retrieval for the Central Polaris Medical Center, where is your hospital ship? I glance at Eidos, which looks strangely small in the distance. All of the heavy shields and weapons make it painfully obvious that it's not a medical vessel. He makes a good point.
Unfortunately, it's being restored back in Sector Gamma.
Luna sighs deeply, showing us the precise amount of frustration at having to deal with something that someone of her stature shouldn't have to deal with.
Our hospital shuttle experienced a faulty warp drive. Due to the sensitive nature of our cargo, we couldn't afford to waste the extra time waiting for the ship repairs. I made the decision to hire private contractors to get me to the station as soon as possible.
Why not? Luna is really quick thinking. A few of our personnel stayed with the shuttles to make sure that it is safely returned to the medical center. That's why we need to hire extra help to carry and transport our cargo.
Precisely.
Luna glances at me and smiles briefly. I think she's impressed by my answer. When she refocuses on the guard, her stern frown returns.
Now that we've answered all of your questions, where can I retrieve my cargo?
The agent hesitates. Look, I understand your situation, but I can't just release unregistered cargo without going through the proper procedures.
I've already told you what's in the cargo, and the medicine needs to be secured in a temperature-controlled environment before it expires.
A missing line here. Or do you want to explain to the Federation why you endangered patient lives? His face pales and he shakes his head. Alright, I get it. I'll expedite this and verify with the hospital directly. Once I have the green light, you'll be all set. Oh no, if he contacts the hospital, our cover is blown. My mind reels as he types a sequence into his computer and picks up the receiver. I glance at Luna, but she doesn't move. What is she thinking? We can't allow him to call the hospital? Luna's pressure has already got the agent flustered. It shouldn't take more demanding from us to push him over the edge. I don't know. Okay, this might fail. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Mastering my best Karen impersonation, I scowl deeply and utter the fated words. I'd like to speak to a manager. The agent freezes, the phone still clutched in his hand. What?
Yes, this treatment is absolutely appalling. Where is your supervisor?
Ma'am, I'm trying to solve your problem in the quickest way possible. If that were true, then why'd you... If that were true, then you have released our cargo by now. I already told you that I can't until...
Is there a reason why you're delaying our request? Is it because you're unduly withholding our cargo?
The agent opens his mouth and then closes it. Finally, he sighs. His eyes harbor the trauma of a man who has dealt with 1,000 Karens and has finally reached his breaking point. I'll release the cargo to you. Thank goodness. Release floods through me in a rush of warmth, but I try not to let it show on my face. Luna smiles calmly.
Thank you. Your cooperation is appreciated.
The agent taps into his communication device and mumbles a few words. He pauses and then nods. Please wait a minute. We oblige, and after a few minutes, another agent rolls out a sizable crate. Here is your cargo. You can also use this trolley since we denied the cargo to your movers. We apologize for the mix-up. Luna nods. She completes the appropriate signatures, and then the two of us roll the crate across the loading dock. As soon as we're a safe distance away, I let out the breath I've been holding. I can't believe that worked. Luna drops her persona and flashes me a cheerful grin.
I can! I knew you'd do great.
I didn't expect that our strategy to make a huge fuss would work out so well.
There is a reason why so many people default to demanding a supervisor.
Very true.
Let's hurry and bring this back to the ship.
I nod and quicken my steps. Together we walk across the rest of the dock until we reach the ship. Kai meets us at the loading bay and helps us carry the crate up the ramp and into the cargo bay. After we secure the supplies, I head to the bridge and take my seat. I begin my pre-flight system checks when Kai and Iris walk in.
Are we ready to leave?
We will be in a few seconds.
Good. Kai, we may need to adjust our normal route.
Already done. The new route will take a little longer, but we'll avoid border patrol when we exit Polaris space.
What about patrols when we arrive in the Union?
Shouldn't be an issue. The system we're heading to doesn't have the manpower for constant border patrols.
Good. I'll let our contact know we're on our way.
Iris reaches for her phone while Kai takes his seat beside me and opens the comlink.
Station Control, this is Eidos requesting permission for takeoff.
Copy that, Eidos. You're cleared for takeoff. Please adhere to the standard speed regulations until you are cleared of the station perimeter.
Understood, Station Control. Beginning takeoff procedure.
Copy that. Have a safe flight, Eidos. Kai mutes the comlink and looks at me.
Ready to go, hotshot?
Always.
Then let's get out of here.
I power up the thrusters and ease the Eidos into the air. As we clear the exit, the ship breaks free from the station's artificial gravity and accelerates. I slowly bring us up to speed, following the course Kai plotted as I guide the ship deeper into space. After a few hours of flying, we cross into the free space that separates Polaris from the Union.
And we're safe. Not a border patrol to be seen.
You know, I was expecting that to be more difficult. Kai grins.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I continue to fly on course, but as I work, I feel the tiredness creeping on. I do my best to stay focused, but eventually I let out a yawn.
Tired?
A little.
If you want to take your break, go for it. I'll be good here for a while.
Thanks.
No problem.
Kai switches one of his displays to a readout of the ship's current status. I stand up and my stomach grumbles. I guess I could grab a snack from the lounge before I head to bed. Luna is in the lounge, flipping through her phone while she nibbles on the sandwich. She glances up as I walk in and smiles.
Are you on your break now?
Yeah, mind if I join you?
I would love the pleasure of your company.
She grins and scoots over to make room for me at the table. I fix myself a quick snack and join her. It's nice to finally have a moment to relax. Luna nods.
It has certainly been an eventful day, and you deserve a break after that successful mission.
I grin. It's amazing that we actually pulled it off.
You are so natural.
You think so?
You said everything right. In fact, I almost believed you were my assistant too.
She winks. Let me assist you with all your needs. It was really easy to be your assistant. Maybe we should keep that arrangement going.
That wouldn't be so bad. And there are times when I could use an assistant.
And it's a good thing Assistant Javelin is at your service. Luna giggles. Either way, it's only because of our earlier practice that I was even prepared enough to do the mission.
I'm glad we did that. It helped me get in the right mindset.
Same here. It's too bad I didn't get to use my manly charms.
Maybe then the agent would have given us his extra large package right away.
I'm very disappointed that he didn't. It would have saved us a lot of stress and trouble. Luna giggles.
Next time, that's the strategy we'll go with.
I nod and flash her my winning smile for good measure. Luna takes a small bite of her food while I eat my own.
Did you ever have a similar case or mission with IAP?
Not quite. And if we did, I was usually on the other side of the case, upholding the law rather than bending it.
It's funny how these things work out, isn't it?
Yeah, I honestly never thought I'd end up a mercenary. Her face softens.
I know what it's like when your life takes an unexpected turn. A change like that must be challenging.
It's just an adjustment, but nothing I can't handle. I joined IAP because I wanted to take care of my family. I've realized that I can do that as a mercenary too. She nods.
That's a great way to think about it. Your job doesn't define you as a person. Your actions do. So just because you're now a mercenary doesn't mean you're a different person.
Exactly. Luna studies me and then smiles.
In fact, I can tell that you're still a good person.
Can I get some more compliments? I wasn't expecting the compliment, but I'll certainly take it if and any others she might want to give. Why, thank you. Is there anything else you've noticed about me?
Maybe that you like fishing for compliments?
Her eyes twinkle and I grin. You caught me. She giggles. I smile and Luna matches my grin. It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I haven't had the time to fully process all the changes that are happening in my life. But it's nice to know that there's someone else here who seems to understand. Suddenly the doors slide open and Kai walks through. Without hesitation, he heads right past us and goes straight for the fridge. Luna and I stare at him as he rummages around.
Hungry, Kai?
Starving.
He blurts out the word before stuffing a roll into his mouth.
Would Would you like to make a plate and join us at the table like a civilized person?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just replenishing some much-needed calories. Oh, who knew such tiny vials could be so heavy?
After some more rummaging, he piles up his arms full of food and plops down next to us.
So, what are we talking about?
Oh, nothing. Luna and I were just bonding.
Oh, we've done that too, haven't we, Luna?
I remember it well.
I narrow my eyes, but Kai grins.
How could you not?
I'd never seen a bone splinter the way your arm did before I bonded it back together.
Kai grimaces.
Not the bonding I was thinking of.
No,
Luna smiles sweetly.
we were actually just happy that our first mission together was a success.
Hey, that's a big deal. You're allowed to be proud of that.
I grin. Thanks. I'm just glad I didn't let you guys down.
We knew you wouldn't.
Kai nods.
Yeah, and now it's confirmed that you're not just a top-notch pilot, you're a force to be reckoned with, both on and off the ship.
I blink. Speaking of the ship, who's manning it if you and I are both in here? Wait, what? Yeah.
Huh. That is an excellent question, my friend.
Then he casually stands up and walks out of the room. Luna and I stare at his empty chair before looking at each other. Do you think I should go check on him? She giggles and shakes her head.
It's your break, right? You should rest while you still got the chance. Kai's got it covered.
I nod, stifling a yawn. Good idea.
I better get back to the station too.
We work together and clean up the kitchen area before we say goodbye. After Luna departs, I wonder how she stays so positive all of the time, even when things go wrong. It's a refreshing trait, and one that I hope she holds on to. We should all try to see the positive side of things a bit more. Fighting off another yawn, I head out of the lounge and return to my room. I'm still getting used to my new quarters, but it's already beginning to feel like home. All I want to do is fall right into bed. I better get changed first. After I get ready for sleep, I flop onto the bed and give in to the deep comfort. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I fall into a much needed sleep. Okay, so how long have we been here? I wake up a few hours later feeling rested. I better go relieve Kai. I think it's right now it's a good time to end the episode. I'm just gonna make a save. I could make it. This is the one where we choose which plan to go with. I'm not sure which one I want to go. This is right after we. This is right after the route where we gone through. You know what? Let's make a fourth. Let's save on the fourth slot. Yeah, we'll continue this in the next episode. So for now, I'm just gonna end it right here. So hopefully, I'm not sure when do I wanna make my next recording session. I kind of wanna wait until they actually put in more of the NPCs in here, but I don't think that matters. But at most, I would definitely wait for like the side characters, not the not the NPCs without not the characters without any portraits here. But side characters with portraits, I will definitely wait on that. But I'm not sure. But if I don't feel like waiting for the, you know, the random characters like the unnamed characters or generic characters, I might as well just continue. But for now, yeah, let's just take a break right here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Not stream. I'm so used to. It's been a while since I actually record a video. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye. Have I saved it yet? Okay. Okay. Thank you and goodbye.